Original recording space is closed, so we are doing this from a parking garage.
What's up? It's Shaq here and Ryan, and we're doing our top 10 anime of 2016 in the parking deck.
Like I said, our recording space was closed, so we're doing it on top here. I said it was a good idea.
It's okay idea, I guess.
Yeah, so this year has been pretty shitty because 2016's been bad with whole elections and BS and all that kind of stuff. This year has been great with anime. Anime is pretty much the upside of 2016. And we have a top 10 list of... It's been hard to pick what our top 10 would be, but I feel like my top 10 this year is better than last year's. Shocking.
I think it's the same for me.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's always hard picking out your favorite series because this year there was just a lot more.
There was a lot more
good
better
shows, yeah.
You know, a lot of shows pretty much, they shock you. Like, I never thought I would watch it, but then when I watched it, it was great.
I think in all the times we've done this, the top 10, this is probably the hardest for me to choose this year.
Okay. So, let's start out with our number 10. So, what do you have for your number 10, Shaq?
Dagashi.
And for me, I have Phantom World. With me, I had to push aside Konosuba, unfortunately. I really wanted to put Konosuba on my top 10.
That's a shame, man.
I tried, man, but it was hard, like you said. Like, to going back, I really like the Phantom World because, or whatever you say, like mid-rank colors or whatever. I call it Phantom World. I really liked the characters. The animation was great and had a really nice storyline, which I'm shocked that you didn't have it in your top 10.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked that blonde hair or whatever her name was. But the reason why I chose Dagashi as number 10 was obviously because of the main girl in that show. I mean, who doesn't like her?
Yeah.
It was her. I liked sort of like the atmosphere, and I love sweets and stuff. So every time I saw these new crazy types of candies, it was just cool to see. And I think the character relationships were pretty cool too. So it didn't really have like a striking story, but for me it was really good, so that's why I chose it.
All right, for number 9, I had My Hero Academia, which everyone's going to be hating me for because it's so low on my top 10, but it's on the top 10. And for you had...
It's non-baka.
Yeah, I watched non-baka. It was pretty funny. Now,
really funny.
My Hero Academia...
You need to finish it, though.
I know. But My Hero Academia, I read the manga throughout, and usually when I read the manga and when the anime comes out, I usually have it on low on my list, but My Hero Academia had a lot of potential and possibly even be the next Naruto since season 2's been announced. So, Nakuba, I gotta say, for your number 9, it's a funny series.
Dude, it's really funny, and later on it becomes more than a comedy. There's actually action in that show too, so it's got everything in it, and I love the characters. I love the art style, like the animation. I think the characters are really funny, and they kind of go along with other characters, and I just think it's a really good show for me. So I chose it as number 9.
Okay, so for number 8 for us, I had to move some stuff around, and after rewatching some stuff, I had to put Girls Beyond the Wasteland at number 8, and for your number 8 is something that I should have put in my top 10, but I had to put some stuff aside.
It's Konosuba, and also have a tie with another series of Konosuba.
Okay, what's the tie?
New Game,
okay.
Yeah.
So, dude, we both like New Game.
Yeah, New Game was good. It was just really hard. Like I was saying, this is the hardest year for me to, pick the top 10 list.
Yeah.
But I think I'm really happy for, what I've done so far with this list. And New Game and Konosuba are really good series, and I think they deserve the number 8 spot in my list because, I mean, Konosuba was just really funny. We saw it on Kamicon again. We finished the show.
Yeah.
And I think the characters are really funny. It's got a really nice touch to it, the harem genre or whatever.
And it has season 2 coming out next
Season
month.
2 already is coming out, just less than a year than the season 1. So
actually, I think it's 1 year later.
1 year later, somewhere around there. But it's really cool to see them come back, and I just love the setting, the story, and everything. It's really funny. And New Game is also really good, except I don't like the main character as much as Hifumi.
I think so.
Yeah.
Now, Girls Beyond the Wasteland, you know me, I like the type of animes that have like oh, we're developing either this manga or this visual novel, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I really like how the story went throughout with them, the process of making the visual novel with the art and the writing and the coding and all that stuff. And when it got to the end, I was like, is it possible they're going to make a season 2 for this, or are they just going to end it there?
I didn't really like the ending, so it didn't make it quite into the
Everyone
list.
has their opinions, man. So now at number 7, we have yours, which is everybody's favorite,
ReZero. Yeah.
ReZero, and mine would be Mob Psycho. And people are going to be mad at me. Again, Mob Psycho for me, it was great. I wish I put it in my top 5, but there was a lot more that I would put in my top 5. Mob Psycho, but it had a really great animation. And at least it was like number 2 top 5 for me during the summer animes, because there were a lot of them that were really, which I consider the summer animes to be pretty good. Now, ReZero, let's just say, ReZero was pretty much a mind.
It really was. It was the first time that he died and stuff. I was just like, what?
Yeah,
And then,
I lost track.
And then when new characters got introduced, and I think the story went like just in all directions. So, and I liked it, and one of the reasons I liked it was Rim is definitely better than Amelia, by the way. And just
if we had to talk about this again,
yeah, we're gonna do a video on it, believe it or not. But no, ReZero is really good. I like the characters. The story is very, it's different, but I like it. And I love the setting. And just the overall, experience with watching ReZero was really good for me.
So at number 6, I had Nitoge, and you had.
Oh, I had My Hero. No, Hanzo-kun. Yeah, Hanzo-kun.
So, you've been telling me to read, but watch Hanzo-kun. How good is the series?
It's amazing. It's the prequel to the very well-received series Barakamon. And I think everybody loved this show, dude. If you haven't watched this show, you need to watch it.
I saw a poll that everyone liked it.
Yeah, it's really funny. I think it's one of the lighter animes, like lighter side, and it's just, dude, there's nothing bad to talk, anything bad to talk about this anime. It's really good. I love the main character Hanzo-kun, and it's just like, if you watch Barakamon and you watch this, it just completes, the experience. So you get to see what he did in the past, and I think just his relationship with his high school and everything was just so funny. It was
well, for me, Nitoge was a pretty funny comedy harem ecchi anime with a lot of funny concepts every episode.
Just probably
with a girl,
number 6.
With a girl, but with a girl trying to fight between reality and the game. It's original, and I'm hoping that season 2 comes out pretty soon, because it had really nice animation and a great storyline. I want to see more of it. So now I'm going to our top 5. At number 5, I had, which I wish I put in my top 3, but there was a lot more animes. Drifters, and you had
My Hero Academia.
Yeah, you had My Hero Academia in the top 5.
A lot of people are gonna love me for this. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they will, man. They will. I gotta say, Drifters was great. Like, I never thought I would watch the series, but when I watched it, I was like, hell yeah, this is great, because this is from the same guy that made Hellsing, and I loved Hellsing Ultimate when my bro got me into it, and I just love the story, the characters, the storyline. All you can say about in the anime, and I guess I mentioned the animation was great, and it got confirmed for season 2, but didn't say what day. It said 20XX, so that could be anything. It could be
good plot.
2018.
It also had a very good plot too.
Yeah, and you picked My Hero Academia.
Yeah, and for everybody knows why I picked My Hero Academia for number 5. It's just, I don't know, it just gives me that Naruto vibe, like you were saying, and I don't know, the main character, his character progression is slowly getting better, and that's what I like to see.
Like Naruto.
Yeah, it's like a lightened down version of Naruto, but then it still has its moments where it's really impactful, and I just think it's gonna be one of those shows that you're gonna really love if you watch it. So.
Now for my number 4, it was a tie between Life Binge and New Game, and you had
Mob Psycho.
Okay, so I had 2 for my number 4 because I really want to put New Game and Real Life on the top 5 because I had a fun time watching those series. That Real Life binge, it had a lot of feels, a lot of characters that I loved, and a really nice storyline on New Game. You had the whole, like I said, I like the idea of them developing something, like they developed a video game and them trying to reach the deadline, that kind of stuff, which that's kind of like something I want to do in real life. Like, I want to try to be a storyboard artist, and that's pretty much the development into animation.
Yeah.
So, Mob Psycho, we already talked about when on my
It gave me that
7.
After I watched One Punch Man, it gave me that really like hype to watch this show. I don't know why. It just his face looks exactly like his, the main character.
It better get a season 2.
It should, and I mean, there's nothing really else to say about it other than what
There's
Ryan
nothing
said.
bad you can say about Mob Psycho.
Not really. I
I mean,
mean,
nice comedy, action, animation.
very nice action. I think the animation was a little different, but it was really good at the same time. And I
Yeah.
think the story was pretty decent too. Like it wasn't even decent; it was good. So,
Now, at number 3, I had the hype of the winner Erased, and you had
real life.
now Erased. I've been meaning for you to watch it because Erased is so good. A psychological, I don't know if you can say horror, but it's a psychological mystery about a guy that goes back in time to when he was a kid to prevent a death of a classmate. And everyone was pretty much pissed by around episode 10 to figure out who the murderer was, but I was pretty surprised. And I really liked it because it had the nice tone of animation and the storyline. And like I said, people were pissed about it, but I liked the series.
Yeah, I think I watched some videos on Erase, so I'm gonna check it out. And I'll
It's
probably,
on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I'll probably check it out later on. But for right now, my top 3 is Real Life, and it's everything what Ryan said, basically. I really think it's really cool how a guy can go back to his high school days and relive his life and change some stuff that's, he wanted to do different. And it was just different. I think it was, really it was a nice ride, if I were to say, watching this. So I think it was pretty cool.
Now, for number 2, we have different things for ours.
Very different things.
Yeah. For you had a 3D anime, which I don't want to watch. Well,
Best show. This was
I
giving me a
want to
hard
read the
time.
manga. I'm gonna read the manga. Yours is Ayajin.
Ajin.
And then for
And-
me, what do you think I picked, Shaq?
I don't even want to say it.
You better say it, man. It's a great series.
Kaijo, whatever.
Kaijo.
Kaijo.
Kaijo was fun, man. I love the sports and Edge time. Like,
It's the type of show that you would watch if you had like a really terrible day,
exactly.
but I don't really get that much.
It came out on Thursday, which was pretty much one of my worser days.
It's okay.
Or
I
at
mean,
least watch it on Monday if I missed it. On the
if you're
Thursday.
gonna watch, okay, see, the way I see it is, if you're gonna watch Kaijo, you might as well watch hentai because it's the same thing.
Dude, they didn't show any nudity. There's no nudity.
It's
in it.
promoting like the same thing though.
But it's fun. I got mad when feminists talk bad about this, but I really like the concept of fighting on the water in their swimsuits, and it has a storyline.
Okay, yeah.
And it has awesome characters. You voted on my Amino.
Yeah, I did.
Now, Aijin, I never even saw the first episode. When I saw the preview of it, I cannot stand 3D. There's a reason why I dropped Berserk this past summer.
But Ajin, the storyline was just so good. Okay,
Well, I'll read the manga.
if you don't remember, I actually told you that I was not gonna watch Ajin because it was 3D. But when
Yes.
the
What's wrong
re-
with keeping it 2D?
I was on Netflix one day and I saw Ajin on one of the playlists or whatever, and I clicked on it and I just wanted to see the first. It was just so good. It hooked. The first episode hooks you so much in watching the rest of the series. It's amazing. I'm so glad they made a second season. So the story is really good. One of the best girls of 2016 is in it, and I forgot what her name is though. But she's that short, black-haired girl, whatever. And I don't know. It's just you have to watch it. You have to watch it.
I'll read them. Now, our number 1 anime of 2016.
Drum roll, please.
You had,
Drifters.
and I had Kizai Neighbor, which everyone's not even putting on their top 5 for some reason.
Maybe it wasn't that good, Ron. I'm just kidding.
I love Kizai Neighbor. I want to buy a Kizai Neighbor shirt. I had a fun ride
I'm
with
gonna buy a
Kizai Neighbor.
Drifter shirt.
Kizai Neighbor had the best opening and ending song
I
of the
believe-
spring 2016.
I believe Drifters should at least be number 3 or 2 on your list.
I wish I did too, but I had a lot of things I wanted on my top.
Drifters was my favorite anime of the year because of one reason: epic action. Like, I don't know, it just gives you that Hellsing vibe, like you were saying.
Yeah.
But it just 10 times more. Like, I don't know, it's like you know, every time the main character just goes all out, it just feels so epic. And Yoichi, I think his name was.
Yeah, his name.
He's just so epic, and you know, the crossbow. I think he's probably one of the best characters in the show. But the overall action and the voice, he does a lot of his voice. I forgot what that.
Yeah, he told me that. It was from either Oda or Shaq.
He does a great job with his character, and just animation, story, characters. It's got everything in it. So that's my number 1.
My number, like I said, Kizai Neighbor. Best song and best ending of 2016. I loved it. You need to watch the series. It's made by Trigger, the same people that made Kill la Kill. Great animation, great storyline. It has them feels moments like in pretty much almost every episode. But
Yeah.
still, the idea of 7 people feeling the same pain
Yeah.
and them getting through emotional stuff each episode was just great, and I just loved it. So that's our top 10 list of 2016. We really enjoyed these animes that came out. And any closing thoughts, Shaq?
Oh yeah. I was gonna say we had a really fun time doing this video in the parking deck or lot,
Yeah.
whatever you want to say. But other than that, not really.
All right, so that's it from us. Don't forget to
Oh yeah, don't forget to comment and subscribe to us,
and like
and then tell us what your number 1 anime was. Or whatever.
and tell us your top 10 if you have one, or at least a top 5 or number 1, like Shaq said.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time. Later.